Call the meeting to order. Say the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call. Maria?
Present.
Justin? Here. Don here. AJ? Here. And Rob? Not here. Okay, can I get a motion to approve today's agenda?
I move we approve today's agenda.
I'll second. All right, AJ moved. Justin seconded, and now we have the tourism director report. Greg?
Okay, coming up, important stuff is coming up is it's legislative season. The session this year is only 30 days for the state legislature. Tourism Day will be next Tuesday, January 26th. No, next Monday, January 26th. There will be in the Roundhouse, various organizations like ours, other communities there, just trying to get FaceTime in front of the legislators, the government, and those people, get things, get some FaceTime, get our projects stated and those kind of things. That evening is a legislative reception. It's hosted by the Santa Fe Chamber of Commerce. I went to it last year, just as an attendee, and it's all the communities. A lot of the communities, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Ruidoso, they'll have booths there and they'll be giving away swag and they're trying to get some FaceTime with legislators. There's food people, serving stuff. There's cocktails flowing. So it's sort of a social gathering. I felt it was important that we were there. We have a booth there this year, which is, I think it's very important for us to be there. I'm taking things like these down there to show our projects, how they're moving. We'll have our nice Visit Angel Fire tablecloth with our big yellow colorful sign. We'll have all our colorful stuff. But I want to show, and it's sort of our chance to brag about the things we're doing. We're also producing a flyer on workforce housing on that project, how that's progressing. And we're doing one on the fire station. Because we've got a couple projects that we've actually taken our money with and done work on, and a lot of communities never get that done. Would you tell Trini I can't talk to her right now? How old are you? Jesus. I'm sorry. She's not even working today. So that's that evening. I know Brett and Jake are also going to be in attendance there. Ileana and I will be working the booth. She's down there for some clerk stuff as well. So we're gonna have a presence there, and Angel Fire is gonna get some FaceTime. The next morning at 7:30 is the legislative breakfast. Last year I sort of stumbled into this thing because I was there for another conference and I walked into the wrong room, and it's the governor, lieutenant governor, all the state people, and they're all in suits and ties, and I cruise in, normal Greg Ralph style. It's like, whoa! But talking to Brett and everybody, it's important that they are there and they meet and they're hobnobbing with those people. So Jake and Brett will be representing the village at that breakfast, which I think is also very important. And then that day, throughout the day, is the Trends Conference for the tourism and hospitality industry. And I'll be attending that throughout the day. And then I'm on the ballot at that conference to be put on the board of directors for the State Hospitality Association. So the Hospitality Association works close with the tourism office. That's been recommended that I be put on that board of directors. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it gives us another chance to tap into resources beyond our little valley. Get to know some people and how things work.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. Those are very important. Just want to fill you in on that stuff. That's visitor centers. Visitors are trickling in. Some days we've been down to zero, but, a lot of people still coming in, looking for things to do, where to eat. Hiking trail maps, unfortunately, are still usable this year. And it's not for snowshoeing, unfortunately, but people are interested in what's going on, so hopefully this weekend we see an influx. Calls have picked up a little bit, website visits are a little higher this week, so hopefully there's been some interest since the snow last week.
Once you see that snow, you get a few more calls as you go up a little bit,
Yeah, if it wasn't 80 degrees in Dallas, it would help too,
for sure. That hurt.
and turn down that heat. So that's it for the tourism report for today.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Now to old business. But the Granicus STR short-term rental update. Brandon?
Thank you very much. Okay, so December 11th, we finished testing and launched the software, and we started sending out. I told her we were busy. Okay. So we started off sending out emails to, we have some lists. We have our compliant list where everybody's been doing everything correctly. We have our list where they might be doing one of the things incorrectly. And then we have our completely non-compliant list where they haven't done anything. We haven't heard from them at all. So we started off sending out emails to our compliant list, try to get them started over, get them registered in the system and linking their properties. We've got, as of right now, 193 compliant units that have linked, which that's actually a bigger number because that does not include resort properties, which I'm gonna go help Owen get his link tomorrow, and the resort, which I've been talking to Meg up there as well. But they, unfortunately, because of the way the software works, won't be using the software much. The resort, they have to write checks for everything, so they're going to continue to do it the old way. The resort properties, just too many properties to go in one at a time. So, but we want to get them linked where they're in the system and try to, that way we have as many linked properties as possible and be able to keep track of that. And then on the 15th, we sent our first letters. We had to actually send out snail mail letters to the non-compliance. So we sent those out on the 15th. They started showing delivered on the 20th. So they delivered sometime around the 20th. And from those, it's been good. We've got good traction on those. As of right now, this morning, we had 45 new short-term rental permits and people paying lodger's tax that did not have permits or were paying before these letters went out. And then we have 4 more in the system right now, just waiting on their fire inspection and fire escape plan.
Most all of these new people were not aware of the program. It's
Yeah.
not maliciousness on most people.
If I came off that way, no. They've been very willing to help, want to do what's right. And yes, it was just not knowing. A lot of them were, is this new? No, this isn't new, but let's get you caught up. So 45. And then the 8th, we sent out a third email to the compliant list. And then yesterday I sent out, since the holidays hit, a lot more rentals hit the market that hit during the holidays, the busier season. So I sent out another 70 non-compliant letters yesterday. So everything's just chugging along. As we hit problems with the system, we're working through them with the support team. All the owners have been great. Everybody's been willing to help, and they send us screenshots. Everybody's been great on this. So it's going very well. But yeah, any questions?
So you feel like most of those people are just new to this and don't really understand how it works and
Yeah,
are very cooperating.
absolutely. Yeah,
Once you do
absolutely.
contact
That way.
Good, that's good news.
Mhm.
Maybe maybe the more we find like that, there's a lot of people out there that just didn't know how
And
it
a
works.
lot of them thought like VRBO, Airbnb was just taking care of it and they didn't have to do anything. So we're educating them. Yes, you have to at least let us know what you've done every month. And send us the form, fill out a few things and just keep us in the loop. And VRBO, and you need to audit those companies, because VRBO, if you have your settings done correctly, is doing it correctly. It does send us the lodger's tax and the sports and rec, but half of the people out there, it's not set up correctly, and it wasn't getting sports and rec. So we're auditing those, making sure that they have their settings correctly. And then Airbnb hasn't been taking any lodger's tax, any sports and rec, hasn't been cutting us a check at all. And some people thought they were. So I'm letting them know that right now you need to start submitting those yourself and making and remitting those payments yourself. But we do have a meeting today at 1:30 with a representative with Airbnb for that discussion. So hopefully we have some great news after that.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you.
And this will be our first direct contact with anybody from Airbnb. They're very elusive and sometimes difficult to get a hold of.
A real person. I bet. Okay, we'll move on to new business. New staff introduction, Greg.
Caroline's last day is the 23rd. She's been with the village about 4 years now. Last year and a half, she's been over at the tourism office with us. It'll be sad to see her go. She's got great organizational skills, experience with the village accounting software that I don't ever want to have. So she's gonna be missed. We've made a hire, Marcus Niche. You know Marcus from security at the resort.
Oh, yes, that works.
He interviewed very well. He lives here. He's committed to the community, has good experience, good background. And he's been the aquatics manager at Taos, working with the same village software that we have. So Encode and Tyler, he's got experience on that. It won't be a full indoctrination. He's up to speed on that. So he'll start next Monday. Or next Tuesday. They have a few days overlap together. Then he'll be the new person up front. So it'll be Freddie Bradley, Marcus, Brandon, and myself.
Good team.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, anybody else have anything they'd like to say or any other questions for these guys? Nope.
Bye, Maria.
Thank you.